Good morning, Kingdom Hall.
Hi, I was just doing some phone witnessing. Do you have a minute?
Yeah,
Cool. Can I share scripture with you?
you just called the Kingdom Hall.
Uh-huh. Well, yeah, I thought you guys liked talking about the Bible.
Who is this?
Christine.
And what organization are you from?
Organization? What do you mean?
Well, Christ had an organization.
He does?
He established a congregation.
Organization? One time I looked up organization in the Bible. You know how you can use a complete concordance? And it wasn't in the Bible. So I don't know how he could have an organization. He never calls it that.
Yeah, whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
You could, but he established the congregation.
I noticed this, though, that a lot of witnesses told me to read the website, and I've talked to a few of them. They use that word a lot, and it's funny to use. Yeah, it's funny to use a word that's not even in the Bible, to use it so much and say it's based on, everything is based on the Bible, because I just didn't find it in there, and even in any translation.
Christine. How many arks were floating during the flood?
One.
Yeah.
Oh, you're saying the watchtower is the ark that you have to get into.
Let me ask you this, Christine. When it came to worship, which system of worship was the one that had God's approval when Christ was born?
The Mosaic Law.
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
Then, after Christ died, do you recall what happened at the temple?
The veil was torn in two.
Yeah.
Do you know what that means? That we can, just a second, because I want to talk about that for a minute. Now, in the book of Hebrews, it says that by the new covenant, we can enter into the holy place, the holiest place, God's presence, because Christ, that symbolizes Christ. And so we can enter through the veil, through the new covenant. But you're not in the new covenant. So how do you get into God's presence if Jesus isn't your mediator? I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, you see that when that veil with the curtain was torn.
Right.
And it was also darkness. Don't forget about the darkness.
Right.
Too.
Hebrews talks so much about the veil being torn and the old covenant becoming.
That God's favor shifted. That God's favor had shifted.
To the watchtower?
That had shifted from, God was no longer accepting. Remember, it was prophesied that he would cause sacrifices to cease. Yes. And it was confirmed 33 CE, the day of Pentecost, with the 120 in the upper room.
Yes.
Recall that?
And it's so wonderful because Jesus
what did
said...
they do after that 120 received Holy Spirit? What were they able to accomplish?
Jesus talks about the blood of the new covenant.
Oh, Jesus talked about the fact that you will be witnesses of me.
Of him, of Jesus.
That's
I wonder why you guys don't talk very much about Jesus. Like, I went to a Watchtower meeting once.
I'm talking to you about Jesus right now.
But I went to a Watchtower meeting, and they actually talk more about the organization.
Samaria.
So why do they call them?
The most distant part of the earth.
Why do they call themselves Jehovah's Witnesses then?
Well, let me ask you this, Christine.
Which was about Israel.
Who did Jesus worship?
No, I want to ask you a question. If Jesus
who did Jesus
you just asking me a question in response to my question. So once you think about the
answers to those questions,
because you're giving a red herring
you'll find
now.
the answer to your own.
No, you just don't like mine.
And it was nice talking to you. Gotta go.
Check out.
Hello.
Hi, is this the Kingdom Hall?
Yes, it is.
Oh, I just had a question I was wondering if someone could help me with.
Okay. We'll try.
Okay. I was just
wondering. The question.
I was just watching. There's like some videos on their website, JW.org. Some witnesses told me about it. And there was a guy on there, on the monthly one, I guess, talking about, I guess he was talking about himself and some other men that are called the slave or something like that. And I just wanted to know what your thought was on the statement that he said. He said, do you fully trust in Jehovah, Jesus, and the faithful slave?
Okay. I'm just curious. You're on the website now. When you get on that website, I'm not quite sure. There's a number of websites that have the same thing right close to our website that are not really, unless it's jw.org, it's not our website. There's a lot of ones that are out there that are right next to it that are actually producing false information about the organization. So you got to be careful about that. So I'll be very cautious on. I'm hoping you are on our correct website.
Yeah. I scrolled it back a couple times, so I made sure I was hearing it right, what he said.
Okay. You live right here in Red Wing?
No.
Oh, okay. You're out of town. Well, you're getting us at the Kingdom Hall in Red Wing, Minnesota.
Yeah. I know I know any witness would say the same thing. I was just wondering what's your thought about that?
The slave class, that would be the workers, and actually the faithful and discreet slave would be the ones that have the same hope as Jesus, the heavenly hope, and would at one point be helping guide us, guide the brothers and sisters and any interested ones to the truth. And Jesus, we'd have to get into it. What we'd have to do is the slave class would be at one point be right at Jesus' right hand at some point in time when they're resurrected to heaven with Jesus.
Isn't that
helping guide?
So it's just 8 people, right, who are the faithful and discreet slave?
8? No, that's not correct at all. I don't know where that would have come from. But we could, you know what? Would it be more appropriate to have someone call on you and go over?
Oh no, why? I know you guys have a phone ministry as well.
How about if we sent you something?
No, thank you. I'm really trying to find like a human response, like a really, just a response to that. Actually, they changed their teaching that the faithful slave is only 8 people right now. They changed that a couple years ago.
Well, that was never correct to begin with. So I don't know.
Are you an elder?
I'm sure that's what I was asking.
Are you an elder?
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay. But, you might want to ask them about that. Yeah.
Elders here, right? But anyway.
How would you feel about that if now they said it's just 8 people, the faithful slave?
It isn't. That's false teaching right now. It's not just 8 people.
Yeah, they changed it. Yeah, they changed it from.
Where did you get that information?
Well, from their publications. They changed it. It used to be the governing body and the anointed class, and now it's just the governing body. You didn't know that?
No, that isn't true either.
Could I send you some of the references on that? Because I really want to know also. I mean, I could be.
You?
Huh?
Who are you?
Christine.
And where are you located?
I live. Yeah, I don't live near there at all. No, I just wanted to talk to a witness. I thought maybe I could catch somebody where you are.
What would be the best thing I could recommend to you to really address that issue with you, because what you were telling me isn't any teaching we know.
Yeah, I was asking if I could send the references where they made that change.
I don't know where that came from.
Could I send you the references to your email?
Information every day.
Yeah, I think you might have missed that one. Could I send you the references on your email?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, you might want to ask. You might want to ask the elders, because you're supposed to be giving out, accurate knowledge, and that they've changed that.
like I say, if you give us your telephone number or address or something, we can have someone contact you and discuss this with you personally.
Do they know more about it than you do? Because you don't even know who the faithful slave is, like, currently.
Well, you know what? I'm going to have to...
Are you, like, new or something?
Because I'm not, you're not telling me anything that we teach or...
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, a great website is called answerjw.com.